a new beginning. Mark's new adventure began the moment he stepped off the plane. It was December 17th, 2030, a date that marked both an end and a beginning. He was greeted at the airport by a member of the board from the club he was about to manage. After exchanging pleasantries, Mark loaded his luggage into the waiting car. The short 15-minute drive to the club gave them a chance to discuss the local football culture. Mark noticed similarities between this country's football scene and what he had experienced on the Marshall Islands, though the Solomon Islands clearly had larger clubs, better facilities, and a more professional setup. When they arrived at the club, Mark's suspicions were confirmed. This was no small operation. It was leagues ahead of his former club, Nutmeg Sub. Stepping out of the car, he saw the red carpet rolled out for him, a symbolic gesture of welcome. Inside, he was introduced to the club's chairman, George Sanga, who greeted him warmly.
Mark, welcome to Naha Football Club in the Solomon Islands. It's great to finally have you here.
Sanga continued,
We're excited to bring you on board. Your experience and tactical knowledge are exactly what we need to take this club to the next level. We wish you the very best.
With those words, Mark officially stepped into his new role and a world of possibilities. A club on the rise. Despite being larger and more structured than Nutmeg Sub, Naha FC was still chasing its first major title. The club's rise to the Solomon Islands top league had been recent, having secured promotion by winning the 2024 season. Their best finish in the Solomon Islands S League came in 2028 when they ended as runners-up, 7 points behind champions Casa. They had also come close to silverware in July 2029, finishing as runners-up in the Solomon Cup. The league itself featured 12 teams, each playing 22 matches between March and October. Winning the league guaranteed a spot in the OFC Champions League, while the bottom 2 teams faced playoffs against contenders from the division below. Mark's first league match was scheduled for 4 months later, against Casa, the very team that had denied Naha its first championship. With time to prepare, Mark turned his focus to building team chemistry, analyzing tactics, and finalizing his game plan. Settling in. Mark had a clear vision for his new home. He wanted something practical, not too big, not too small, and close enough to the training grounds for a daily walk or bike ride. The team's facilities were located in Naha, a ward in Honiara, the capital city since 1952. With a population of around 100,000, Honiara blended urban development with island culture. Mark even discovered a personal connection. Honiara's sister cities included Majuro, his former home in the Marshall Islands. After exploring several options with a local real estate agent, Mark chose a modest, comfortable apartment within walking distance of the club. Before officially starting his role, he was given 1 month of free time. Mark used this break to explore the Solomon Islands, visiting lagoons, waterfalls, and bustling markets. He even took up snorkeling to appreciate the marine life surrounding the islands. By the end of the month, Mark felt grounded in his new surroundings and ready to devote himself entirely to the club's success. Setting the tone. Mark wasted no time in establishing expectations. At his first meeting with players and staff, he emphasized the importance of discipline and preparation.
There are only 3 months until the start of the season,
He told them.
If you're not in shape yet, now's the time to fix that.
He distributed fitness plans and announced performance tests scheduled for 1 month later.
Show improvement,
He added.
or don't expect to see the starting lineup for our first friendly match.
Mark also revealed that 4 preseason friendlies had already been arranged, with the first set for the end of March, just 1 month before the league opener. His words were firm, but Mark knew they had to be. Winning trophies required more than talent. It demanded discipline, focus, and accountability. He wasn't about to let anyone jeopardize that goal. A season of promise. Mark's journey had already taken him across oceans and through challenges he never could have imagined. From the dusty pitches of the Marshall Islands to the professional facilities of the Solomon Islands, each step had shaped him into the coach he had become. But this new chapter felt different. The stakes were higher and the expectations heavier. Still, with time to prepare, a determined squad, and a clear vision, Mark believed success was within reach. As he left the meeting room and returned to his office, he glanced at the calendar. 4 months until kickoff. The countdown had begun, and Mark was ready to make every moment count.